We're driven by the search for better, but when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't actually to search at all. So don't search, match with Indeed. If you need to hire, then you need Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors, according to Indeed data, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. So ditch the busy work and use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so that you can connect with candidates faster. Join more than 3.5 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. And listeners of the show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/manifest. Just go to Indeed.com/manifest right now and support our show by saying that you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/manifest. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed. This holiday season, I am definitely doing a lot of shopping, especially on some of my favorite websites like Alo and Gymshark and Skims. And something that I notice about all of them is that they all use the same platform, and that platform is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet and the not-so-secret secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts are going abandoned and way more sales are going. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Alo uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/manifest, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/manifest to upgrade your selling today. That's shopify.com/manifest. Hi, Grandma and Mom.
Hi, Tori, dear.
How special is this?
Hi, Mom.
I have Grandma on the podcast today.
That's right.
And my mom for December's episode of Let Me Call My Mom.
Here we are.
Here we are.
You have two moms to call.
Well, I have one mom and a grandma.
True.
Yes.
But you can call your mom.
My mom is 111 today.
Happy birthday to great grandma.
She has passed, however.
Yes, that
she's
would
not
be
here.
exceptional if she was still here. But
Yes, because I heard that the oldest man living was 109 or something like that, and he
She
just
would have
died.
beat him.
so he's not
R.I.P.
living anymore. He's not the oldest man living
It
anymore.
was close, though.
Yeah.
So you've been on my YouTube channel before, and now you're making my
Yes,
podcast
with
debut.
my husband, your grandpa.
Yes, my grandpa.
Yes,
Do
that
you-
was long ago.
And you love that video.
That was great fun. It
She
was,
just asked me about it the other day. I just sent her a link to it so
Oh,
she
really?
could watch
I
it again.
watched it again Mother's Day,
Yes.
but I don't remember what year. What year was that?
I think that was like 2016.
Probably
no, 15.
2015.
It was 15.
Okay, 15.
Yeah.
So yeah, almost 10 years ago.
So we have my grandma in from Idaho.
Yep.
Cheers to all of us being in from Idaho.
Yeah.
Cheers.
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 All of us
Cheers.
with our tea.
With our tea. My grandma's the reason I'm a big tea drinker.
Am I really? I'm so glad you are.
Yes, me too. And you're also the reason that I like broccoli.
Really?
Do I like broccoli?
Yeah. How did that happen?
How'd that happen?
You made it for me at your house and you put a lot of butter on it.
Okay.
So I started having it.
All right. That's good.
So what have you ladies been up to? You guys have been like attached at the hip since you got in from Idaho.
Indeed, we have, and I don't know that your mom is too happy about that.
Oh, stop.
But it's been very relaxed. I have spent all my time just enjoying the spaces I have here. They're beautiful, wonderful spaces that your mom has made for me.
Yeah, she likes her little guest suite.
I love it.
Which is so cute, right?
Yes, yes.
It's very comfy up there.
It is, and with that new couch.
You love the couch?
Whoa.
It's awesome.
Although I don't use that one too often because the programs that I watch are not the programs that your folks are watching. So I go into the other room and close the door.
And you are watching Lost.
I'm watching Lost. I'm in the
Are you in season 2 yet?
middle of season 2.
Ooh, you watched a lot.
Yeah. Both sides of the airplane have finally gotten together.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Sorry.
Probably everybody else has already watched
I'm
Lost,
sure
but
they watched it
100 years ago, yeah.
Yes, when it was on regular TV.
I haven't seen it ever, so I didn't even know that they are separated.
You won't even remember that comment.
Okay. You have the cutest little nighttime routine. Tell everyone what you do at night.
What do I do at night? I go to bed.
Well, before bed, you
I
normally.
put my jammies on, and then I cuddle up with a TV program and watch the TV.
And a cup of tea.
And a cup of tea. Always.
And
cup
you
of
always
tea
have your little
and-
jar of M&Ms
and
next to you.
M&Ms
And
and gummies.
those are my favorite.
Gummy
You
bears.
saw my gummies. Okay.
Yes.
Gummy
That's right.
bears is what she's talking about.
That's right.
This Californian is talking about
We're
gummy
running
bears.
out of gummies.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're running out.
Are we?
We have just.
Oh,
I
they're
have-
gone?
I have about 10 left.
We'll stop on the way home and get
Oh,
some more.
good, because I'm coming over for dinner tonight,
Yeah,
and
we'll
I
go-
want some gummy
So
bears.
We'll get some more gummy bears.
gummies.
So yeah, you have the cutest little nighttime routine.
Yes, I like it. Don't you haven't followed it, huh?
No, but I should
Yes,
because
you should.
you are happy and living a long time, so I should do it.
So far, so good. Yes.
Absolutely.
So far, so good.
So you guys been baking?
She has.
Yeah, we've been cooking a lot. I mean, Thanksgiving was last week, so that was fun. We spent 2 whole days doing that. Although we did avoid the grocery store. Remember, Mom didn't know anything about grocery delivery or
No,
ordering.
That's impressive.
Do you like it?
Well, I've never had any reason because I get one little bag of groceries and that's about it. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't have any need for it.
it was handy 2 days before Thanksgiving not
Yes,
to
it
have to go to the
was.
store and just place your order, and it was ready for us to go pick up.
And then there's an issue. The next time that you picked up or they dropped off, whichever it was, there was someone else's groceries.
Yeah, that was different. That's when I actually went to the store. The lady in front of me must have left a bag, and they put it in my cart instead.
What
so
was it?
It was like a smoked sausage and some mozzarella cheese and a bag of lettuce.
And if she's out there,
Sorry,
and here's this.
I got your order.
She needs to call you and get it from you because you haven't eaten
she
it
needs
yet.
to go back to Giant and get her new food.
They can sort it out.
Yeah,
they can sort
yeah,
it.
that was
Okay.
their mistake. But I wasn't going to go all the way back to the store and hand it off for a woman who had clearly already left the building.
No, it wasn't.
Anyway.
It wasn't yours to do. No.
Right.
So people might be confused, Grandma, that you live in Idaho.
Why? Okay. I live in Idaho because my husband, your grandfather, back probably 15 years ago at least, he's been gone 7.5 now, said, by the by, if one of us dies before the other, the one still alive needs to hightail it to Idaho because there is no
Inheritance
tax in Idaho. And he, of course, always was thinking financially and out for the best possible thing for us to have. So I stayed here after he passed. I stayed 3 years and then moved to Idaho. And my oldest, her brother, Pete, my oldest son, he
And
lives
only
in
son.
he
And only son.
and only son, yes, and only son, lives there with his family in Boise, Idaho. So I live in a senior residential community, about 15 minutes from his house.
And how great.
Yeah.
The whole family's out there except us.
I know.
Your sister is out there, and I get to see her a lot.
All the time.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I just love it. I'll stop by her where she works once in a while and just drop in that way. Or she'll come over for a nibble or a big nibble. A big nibble.
Will you invite people over? Oh, we have to talk about that.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I guess. I guess. The fact that I am given, with the money that I've already spent, mind you, I'm given $655 or something like that dollars to spend on food every month. Well, there is no way in the world I can get through that much food. So I spend it on family or friends, have them come in and have a meal with me.
And
or
they each get a bottle of wine
they-
as a parting gift.
everyone gets a bottle of wine. Yeah. A bottle of wine that costs $20
At the wine store.
at the wine well, we don't have wine stores. We don't need to worry about wine stores.
Right, I know.
Yes,
Yes,
I'm
I
sorry
know.
about that. But they charge $78 for a $20 bottle.
Yeah.
But it's money that I have already spent. So it works.
It works. And every time we're in Idaho, we eat at Grandma's.
Yes.
Yeah, we go for
do.
typically Sunday
Absolutely.
brunch, and
Sunday
everybody
brunch, always
gets
at least a lunch.
everything that they want. Yeah,
Excuse my voice.
that's okay.
And yeah, we love visiting you guys in Idaho. I just wish it was a little closer.
I wish it were more often.
I also wish that.
I think you should tell the story of how you told Tori a couple weeks ago, since you're already spending that money anyway for the food, that you should have your wedding there.
Oh, yes. So hang on. Let me set this up for you, Grandma. So I have gotten a few save the dates in the mail from friends that are getting married this year. And we just then got on the topic of how expensive weddings are.
So expensive. I'm
And
just
I don't
shocked.
think you knew how much weddings were.
I had no idea.
Yes, you had no idea. So you had a great idea.
I had a wonderful idea that you have your wedding out there in Idaho, and you come and have your reception at my senior residential community.
Since she's already paid for the food,
Because the food's already paid for.
And you-
$600
No,
worth.
yeah, and you recommended that the cocktail hour be with the geese.
That's right. And they can see. Oh, you said they've done a lovely thing out on the golf course. They just kicked the geese off.
Yeah, the geese
We
poop.
would get rid of the geese, and we would get rid of the goose grease as well.
Nope.
So you think you want me to get married at your...
I want you to get married wherever I can be. Yeah, I want you there.
It's probably easier if she gets married somewhere closer to
Okay,
her.
I'm
though.
not getting married anytime soon.
I know.
I'm not talking about marriage, no, but if and when. Not if and when. When.
When I get married.
When you get married.
Yeah, because you want to be a great grandma.
I would be a great grandma as soon as one of my 4 grandchildren finally gets married and
Yeah.
has
No
children
one's-
in
no
that
one's-
order.
No one's married yet.
How old were you when you got married?
I was 24.
I'm 26.
I was 26.
Yeah, you're
Your father
You're
was
getting up there.
32.
Mm.
There's no right answer.
Maddie's 28.
Yeah.
I know. Maddie's 28. She's her clock's ticking. No, I'm
Do you
sorry.
think Maddie's
I'm
going to
sorry,
be
Maddie.
first?
Please forgive me.
She forgives you. Do you think Maddie's going to be first to get married?
It's possible. Yeah.
It is possible.
Or Nick.
Oh, Nick, really?
Well, he and Lex are pretty darn close.
Yeah, that's possible.
And
They
they
are?
live together.
Oh, yeah, I guess they do
They
live
do
together.
live together.
Well, Sarah and Travis want to move together.
Well, they don't live together yet.
Right.
But
right.
they've been together a long time.
They're like brother and sister. Really, they're just-
Sarah and her boyfriend.
and when Travis comes over to Touchmark with Sarah, everyone thinks that he's my grandson.
I know, that's funny.
Yeah.
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 That is funny. I remember when Sarah told us that story. That's a funny story.
Yeah.
So,
let's talk about you.
oh, okay. Let's talk about me. Well, let's talk about Thanksgiving.
All right.
Did you have a great Thanksgiving with us?
Yes, I had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
So did I. Do you want to tell the people what we did?
We made an awful lot of sides.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had a lot of
Sides
sides.
are the best part of Thanksgiving.
I would agree.
Absolutely. Oh, the stuffing. Oh, my goodness. Stuffing is the best.
Well, we ended up having the neighbors over. We have to say it again. Anne.
Yeah.
Shout
Anne.
out to Anne.
Hey, Anne.
Thanks,
Hi,
Anne. Thank
'Cause
you,
Anne is in every one of our
Yeah,
episodes.
Anne's in every episode.
Oh, good.
Anne
Oh, good.
rocks.
Yes.
And
So
they-
Anne and Joe and their kids
Mm-hmm.
came over since we found out a couple days before Thanksgiving it was just going to be the 4 of them, and it was just going to be the 4 of us.
Yes.
So we said, let's pool our resources.
Joe gave the nicest speech too right
It
before.
was
How
so
nice
cute.
was that?
Oh,
It
I
was
thought that
very
just
nice.
He
precious.
said the best decision of their lives was moving right across the
Oh,
driveway
I
from
just
you
love
guys.
that.
Yeah.
It was
Love
so
It was
sweet.
very nice.
It
And they
was.
say that often. Like, they're just really great people.
Yeah, they
really
are.
great people. And
Yeah.
it was really fun to be able to spend a holiday, which is usually, we've only ever done family stuff on a holiday. It was
true.
really nice
Yeah,
to
this
spend
was
it
a
with
very
friends.
Friendsgiving
it
for
was.
us.
Yeah,
Like
it was good.
Wednesday, the night before, I was at Katie's.
Right.
Which is like my favorite night of the year. It's so much fun.
And you've been doing that for 6-7 years.
Yeah, for a while now. I think the first year was 2020. So
Okay.
5 years, but
5 years
last
of
year
that.
we were in Idaho, so I didn't do last year's.
Oh, right.
But it was so much fun, and we just like laughed the whole time. And this year was even funnier because we had the yearbook out. So we were looking through the
Checking
yearbook and everyone.
Yeah.
Joey Grazade was in it.
Yep.
Of course.
Of course.
And it was just so fun just to, look through and be like, oh my God, remember this person? Look
Right.
at this person. Da, da, da. So that was really fun. And Katie's family keeps getting bigger because her siblings are getting married. They're having babies. So that's always
right.
really fun.
Oh my.
It makes me excited for our family to get bigger.
Yep. It's
But
gonna happen.
yes, it will happen eventually. But so that was so fun on Thanksgiving Eve. I did not go out, but all the girls I was with went out, and they went out like right over here. So I drove them all out.
Oh, fun.
And that was really fun. Oh, all the trees. I haven't seen this apartment without trees, so now I can see all the buildings over there.
Oh, with all the leaves gone?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you go to church every morning, or every Sunday morning anyway. You look at church.
I don't go in there, but I do look at it.
Well,
I'm right across from a church. So
and it's my kind of church.
it is.
Yes.
Would you go in there?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Next time I have to think about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that was Thanksgiving Eve. And then Thanksgiving Day was so fun. I taught at Stride in the morning.
Wow.
I was so excited to come over. I love Thanksgiving. It's just so fun. Like the holiday is fun. Eating food is fun. Being with family is fun. It's just such a fun day.
It is.
It is a good day.
is.
And this was the first year that while we were eating, people were coming in as we were eating and
I
just
know.
like pulled up a plate.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, I'll join.
I'll go get another chair.
Yeah.
Yes, we ended up with
We ended up feeding 10 people, and then
Jill
three
and
more
3 more
came. Yeah,
came.
Jill and Kyle and Nina came afterwards.
So,
Just as we were finishing up dessert.
yeah. They
So
didn't have dessert.
They didn't have any
They
dessert.
didn't have any dessert.
Oh, the dessert was so good.
Dessert was good.
It
The
was good.
pecan
It
pie.
was.
Grandma's pecan pie is
Yep,
so
your pecan
good.
pie is
Yeah,
always
my
good.
pecan pie was good. Her
The apple pie turned out very
So
good.
good.
wonderful. And the pumpkin was lovely.
Yeah, all
Thanks-
very good.
thanks
Ann
to-
and Joe brought
to
the
Ann and
pumpkin
Joe.
pie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything was so good.
Mhm.
Grandma and I got tired. We went upstairs
did.
and snuck out.
Yep.
Did. Yes.
And that's always the best. And now it's Christmas.
Coming up.
I know, coming up fast. It's short season too.
I know.
Well,
I was
indeed.
looking at the weekends and there's like
Are you booked for everything
yeah,
already?
pretty much. Like there's one open holiday weekend.
Do you have holiday parties to go to and stuff?
Not really. Like, not really. Not a ton of stuff to do.
Okay.
Just being with
Holiday
people.
wise. Just being with people. Like this
Yeah.
weekend I'm away. Next weekend there's like a friend's party. The weekend after that is open, but that open weekend is the weekend right before Christmas.
Right.
So that's the only weekend that I'm like able to do things.
Right.
And then the weekend after that, I have a friend's engagement party, and then it's New Year's, and then it's January.
And what do you
Yeah.
do for New Year's Eve?
I don't know. I have no plans.
Oh,
Normally I
well,
go to
there
the
you go.
shore, but who knows?
We're going to the beach.
Oh,
Just
you're
putting
going
that
to
out there.
beach.
What happens at the shore?
They do fireworks on the beach at 8:00 at night. And Joe and Ann and Ross and me have reservations at the restaurant that's right on the beach. So we can see the fireworks from our table while we eat. And it's fabulous.
Yeah, it's the best. Joe told me last year that he tipped the hostess $50 and was like, "Thanks," and she goes, "I'm not going to be here next year,"
Oh, that's funny.
and she kept it.
Of course they did.
That's hilarious.
Is that funny?
Yeah.
I know.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, what are you gonna do for New Year's?
Haven't a clue.
Okay.
There'll be something at Touchmark, I suspect, that will be for those who don't have family doings.
Well, what
Or
have you
maybe
done?
I have family doings.
What have you done in the past? Do you go to Pete's?
I don't even.
Do you
have
stay
to think about it.
there?
Have to think about it.
Do you stay up till midnight?
No, I don't think I have the last couple of years. Now, what was the last
New Year's
year?
is overrated.
No, it really is.
Yeah.
2020, I think that was the last year that I went to Santa Barbara.
Before New Year's. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like, to bring it back to weddings, a New Year's wedding would be awesome because it gives everyone plans and you're up anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be fun.
My sister was married for New Year's Eve.
Fun. That's a great
It
date.
really wasn't such,
Oh, why not?
it wasn't such fun. No, it wasn't. Because all of a sudden, you've got two celebrations in one. So you've kind of
Also, if you have to
kept
travel
yourself-
for it,
Well,
that might
too,
stink.
too. Yeah, that was. And my parents had to come from California to Boston, so it was,
Yeah.
a tough time to be traveling.
Oh, I guess I could see that. Didn't think about it like that.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're all around the same area, that works. That works.
And you know what I've been doing the last couple of years? Instead of a New Year's Eve party, I prefer a New Year's Day party.
Yeah, you have been doing that. Tell the people.
Yeah, do have it like big brunch. Put all brunch foods out. Wear your sweats and your slippers. Have drinks if you want it, or just rehydrate after the night before, and then just do all brunchy type stuff. Plus I always do the pork and sauerkraut on New Year's Day too.
That's tradition.
For tradition. So yeah, and we did that a couple of times, and I prefer the New Year's Day thing. So there isn't the pressure of A, getting dressed up
Right.
on New Year's Eve, and B, having to stay up late and
Right.
drinking and getting home and all that nonsense.
Yeah, New Year's Day is nice.
Yeah. And
Are you
you've
going to
got-
do it at the shore this year?
Yeah, we didn't do it last year because we were at the shore. No, I probably won't do it. Joe and Ann might come over for lunch or
Joe
something.
and Ann count 3.
I know,
for
3
this
already.
episode.
3 already. Yeah, last year they did come over for the pork and sauerkraut that we did on New Year's Day.
Fun.
So yeah, we might do that.
I do love New Year's.
Yeah.
It's always a little bit stressful to find plans, but I'm not going to rush through Christmas. I love
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
So much.
And you know what week I love is the week between Christmas and New Year's.
Same. Like it's
Like one of the best weeks of the
yeah,
year.
time does not exist in that week.
No.
That's true.
And
That's true.
Neither calories don't count. Nothing counts. You can sleep when you want.
Yeah.
You can go out if you want. Like, it's that's a great week to have a holiday party.
And every year I'm always thrown off by how tired I am during that week and like how confused I am during that week of like, what day is it?
Right.
Always.
And it doesn't matter what day it is.
doesn't
No, it
matter.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
And people that try to work during that week are like,
Oh, no.
get out of here. What are you doing?
No, there's no
Everyone
working.
is off.
Yeah, there's no working.
No one wants to be working right now.
No.
That's right.
Get out of here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that week just shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok just today of a guy saying, it's December 1st. I guess he put it up yesterday. He's like, what are we doing this month? Like,
No, seriously,
for
what
real.
are we doing?
Who's working?
No one is working. I have like just very odds and ends of work
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm like, let's just do this in a month. Like, I'll see you
Just
guys
put
all
it
in a
off.
month.
Just put it off. Put it off.
Yeah.
Because is anyone's brains on? I don't think so.
No.
Everyone is checked out.
And especially since Thanksgiving was so late. By
Yeah,
the time
so
people get
late.
back to work now, then you've got, 3 weeks?
I know. It's like 2.5
That's it.
weeks for the college kids. Like, yeah, everyone's done.
That's 15 days of work.
Yeah.
Why bother?
No, why bother?
Nothing's going to happen.
That's
This
right.
year also for gifts, like you and I keep saying, like, what are we going to do for gifts?
Yeah.
There's nothing that, like, you sent over your Christmas list today. I was trying to make mine. I'm like asking for gift cards because I'm like, well, I just would rather buy clothes.
Yeah.
But I don't know what, right now I have everything I want.
Yeah. And the things that were on my list that I sent over were very impersonal things.
Right.
I realized I need a pie server. I didn't have a pie server.
Yes, yes, and that was something I was making a list of things that had come up
Yeah.
while we were together, and one of them was
Yeah.
pie server.
So
And
just things
I
like
forgot
that.
it on the list, so I'm glad it's on.
Okay. Well, you have to be in touch with her then. And
Well,
so
I already
nobody.
I already have her. My gift to her is a stocking stuffer.
I thought you were about to tell her what the gift was.
No.
Yeah.
I have a stocking stuffer for all three of you, but yours is a little bigger than a stocking,
Really? Oh my God. Now
Size-wise.
I'm excited.
size-wise.
And Dad the other day just so randomly, he said, I wrote it down. Dad wants glove pit master so he can dig in for meat.
Yeah. The barbecue pit gloves that
That's all
Are
I
heat
wrote.
protected? Yeah, perfect. Thank you for writing that down because I
That's
would
all
have
that
forgotten.
I wrote.
Oh, that's great.
So I guess I'll get him his meat gloves.
Meat gloves.
His
It's
meat
wonderful. Meat gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have no smoker updates. Thank God.
Yeah,
It's been
no,
a
it's
quiet
been
month with
cold
the
and he
smoker.
hasn't.
It's freezing this
Well,
week.
he did
How about it?
I know. He did smoke a brisket a week ago
Yeah,
and
he
it
did.
came out very well, actually.
No, but
Joe and Ann came over to eat brisket.
no experimental stories with the
No.
smoker is a good month
Yes.
for us.
Yeah, no crazy brownies on the smoker or anything
Yeah,
like
I
that.
heard about those brownies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
promised me he would make them for me.
No, I made him promise he would never do it again. So don't hold it against him.
All
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, this year's a little weird with gift giving. I just don't know what to
Yeah.
get people. I don't know what I want. I don't really want anything.
Yes.
I just kind of want to
I feel
hang.
that too, that there's just nothing that I need.
No.
So why I don't want to go through the process.
There's
don't
one
need anything
gift
anymore.
I would ask for, but I won't expect.
What?
The pictures.
Oh, the artwork.
The artwork.
Yeah.
Oh, what artwork?
I think I told you in Cape May, these photographs.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I would love them, but it's not something I'm expecting. But like if
Awesome.
you had to be like one gift, that's what it would be.
If you could find some special thing.
Yeah. But other than that, there's like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep thinking like, okay, well, what do I want? And I'm like, well, if I have to really wrap my brain around it, maybe I should just say, you need nothing.
Right.
Oh my God, am I grown up? Because last year I was like, I've been making lists. I don't really have anything,
You
which
are
is
grown
such a
up.
great.
It's
you
not
have everything you need.
It's not
Yeah,
a
I'm
bad,
very lucky.
bad way to be.
No.
Very, very
just,
lucky.
Just count yourself very blessed to have,
Very blessed.
have all you need.
I can imagine, I'm hoping anyway, that if Maddie is still on her crocheting
Yeah, we'll be getting.
kick, we'll be
some
getting
crochet.
blankets
Oh,
and
I have
stuff,
no
which
doubt.
I would love.
Yeah. We're driven by the search for better, but when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't actually to search at all. So don't search, match with Indeed. If you need to hire, then you need Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors, according to Indeed data, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. So ditch the busy work and use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so that you can connect with candidates faster. And Indeed doesn't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree that Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites, according to a recent Indeed survey. What I love most about Indeed is that exactly what I'm looking for, I put out onto Indeed and I get the perfect candidates sent directly to me. So I don't have to filter through a bunch of people that are very qualified, but maybe aren't exactly what I'm looking for. I just get exactly what I'm looking for, and then I can very easily schedule an interview with them and move it along. Leveraging over 140 million qualifications and preferences every day, Indeed's matching engine is constantly learning from your preferences so that the more you use Indeed, the better it gets. Join more than 3.5 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. And listeners of the show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/manifest. Just go to Indeed.com/manifest right now and support our show by saying that you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/manifest. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed. This holiday season, I am definitely doing a lot of shopping, especially on some of my favorite websites like Aloe and Gymshark and Skims. And something that I notice about all of them is that they all use the same platform, and that platform is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet and the not-so-secret secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts are going abandoned and way more sales are going. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling, whether that's on the web, in your store, in your feed, and anywhere in between. Because businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Aloe uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/manifest, all lowercase. Go Go to shopify.com/manifest to upgrade your selling today. That's shopify.com/manifest. I would
Sure,
love a
she's doing
blanket
something for you.
Maddie.
Yeah.
I should have taken a picture of the. You never saw it, no, but you saw it.
I saw it.
The one that Maddie made for me. That's just gorgeous, and I love cuddling up with it, sticking my fingers in all the little holes, crochet holes.
It sounds
So cozy.
awesome.
It's
Yeah.
almost like having gloves on.
Did you love Christmas morning when they were kids?
Oh yeah.
What was it like?
Yes. Probably like every generation.
It's very similar to how we have Christmas because we just followed the same sort of tradition.
Yes, we had Christmas morning was when you opened everything.
Yes.
Christmas Eve was go to church. Yes.
Did
that's
you?
correct.
What did you eat on Christmas Eve? Because
On
we
Christmas
do the 7
Eve?
fishes for
Yeah.
Dad's Italian side.
Right.
No, we have no Italian in our family. I can't even recall that it was anything special.
Yeah, Christmas Day was the
big
bigger
day, yeah.
focus.
It was the
Christmas
big
Eve
day.
wasn't a big deal.
And it was back then. It was usually roast beef or turkey.
Right.
Ham was for Easter.
Ham was Easter. Yeah, roast beef or turkey for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
And then
for
when you
Christmas.
got older, or when you had these little ones, it was
the beef tenderloin.
beef tenderloin. Yeah.
When did it switch to ham? I love ham on Christmas.
Ham is not on Christmas. No, it never was.
We have it on Christmas
We do sometimes.
every time. We did
Do
last
you?
year. Yep. And
Did
the year
we?
before- Yeah, we've always had ham.
Is that right? Have you?
Yes.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
that doesn't ring a bell. Easter's ham.
Easter's ham.
And so is Christmas.
Okay.
We've always had it.
Do you want ham this year?
Yeah, because
Of
we've
course
always
she-
had
Of course she does.
Okay.
And what do you like with it?
Well, my mom made this like incredible pineapple thing for Easter last year that I would love to request. I just want what we had for Easter for Christmas. Like,
Yeah.
There you go. You
It
want
was
it
so
twice,
good.
twice a year.
I want it twice a year.
I think
Just
that
like
was
how
the
I want
cornbread
Thanksgiving twice a year.
casserole too. I think that
Yeah, it
was
was
the
so
one that you
good.
liked.
It was so good. And the cheesy potatoes and
Tori's
And
all
what
about the
dessert?
sides.
What
yeah,
dessert?
I love the sides. I feel like we just have Christmas cookies. Oh, are we doing Christmas cookies this year?
We should bake some
We haven't
cookies.
done
You
any.
aren't going to
I
be
won't
here.
be
You
here in
should
time.
extend your trip.
No, and Pete and his family just did their decorating
Without her.
without me this weekend. But maybe
Stop
we'll
it.
do our Christmas cookies
Yeah.
when I'm there.
What are our favorite Christmas cookies?
Well, you're about the sand tarts, and we've never done.
Always sand
We've
tarts.
only done them once or twice.
Are sand tarts does everyone know what a sand tart is, or is it just our family
Well,
thing?
it's German. It was German. At least it came from grandpa's family for way back. I mean,
It's
all
just
the
a
German
super thin sugar cookie.
Thin sugar cookie
So good.
with a wash of egg and then sprinkle of cinnamon sugar and
Nuts.
Pecans. Yeah, crushed.
And you
crushed
put them,
nuts.
you bake them, and then you put them outside.
yes, we do it. And we had this great big
Yeah, they store them in a big
tin.
tin out in the garage. Stay
outside.
cold.
Well, it was when we first got married, it was out on our front porch. And that you'd have to brush the snow off. Get the tin. The
So
taste is
good.
so good. Yeah.
And every year, all the grandkids would get together at your house, and we would make sand tarts.
Make sand tarts and decorate the tree
Yes, and decorate the tree.
and then spend the night.
Yeah, there were a few years that I did not spend the night because I had a few years of fear where I wouldn't sleep over at anyone's house. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
And yeah, you brought me back in
that
the morning.
Yeah.
And you were afraid of spending the night with us.
I wouldn't sleep at anyone's house.
She just
Tori.
wanted to be home. Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember that.
And I remember that about me when I was a kid too. I went through the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. We're homebodies.
We're homebodies, yeah.
Homebodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just always
boy,
wanted
we
to
loved
be,
having
I wanted
those
to be
little-
with my mom
Those
all the time.
four grandchildren together. It was wonderful.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I loved making sand tarts. That was always one of my favorite memories. And I remember one year Dad tried to do it and he was like, this is a disaster.
Well, yeah,
He could not get it right because Grandpa had the right
Grandpa knew how to
pins.
do how thin,
Yeah.
thin. No one
yeah,
could
and you
do
need
it as thin as he
a
did.
sleeve, like a cloth sleeve for the
Yeah.
rolling pin, because they get the butter starts to melt the more you work it.
Yeah.
So it can get
Yep.
soggy. It's a tricky cookie to make.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So when they came out of the oven, you'd put them on wax paper.
Yep.
And let them cool, and then put them in your great big tin.
And the dough is the best part.
Yeah, that
Oh,
sugar cookie dough.
We
is
weren't allowed to
fabulous.
have a lot of it, but when we could, and when you guys weren't looking, I was always.
And then
Well,
whenever
eating the
Grandpa would
dough.
roll it out, and he'd cut the funny shapes, and there would always be scraps.
Oh
and
yeah.
sneak the scraps.
No, but
and
there
eat
were
the
also
scraps.
we were hardly allowed to have scraps because the scraps were
He
the
used the
imperfect
scraps again.
cookies.
Right.
He used them. He rolled them back out again.
Right.
No waste household.
No waste.
Oh,
No
yeah, no
waste.
waste.
No waste.
That was the best. So we love sand tarts. I love molasses sugar cookies.
Yep.
Chocolate crinkles.
Yep,
Yep.
those are your favorite.
Yep.
What else? Oh, we make the peanut butter with the chocolate Hershey Kisses.
With the
Yeah.
kiss. Yep. With the kiss
Those
on
are
top.
so good.
Yep,
What
those
else
are
do we
so good.
make cookie wise?
Last year we did the Heath Bar ones, I think.
Oh, those are good.
Aren't those nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did
And the ones that Grandma likes, what are those? They were like little balls.
the pecan.
snowballs.
Yeah, the
snowballs.
pecans.
Snowballs. What are
We
they
definitely
called?
didn't call them that, but
No, we didn't.
they were
Well, I was
like-
thinking we did that. Where you roll them in powdered sugar.
yeah. They were like almost a
Snowballs.
no bakes sort of thing, but they were a little baked.
Yeah, they were baked.
And they were really good.
Those are good. Yes. Forgot about those.
You don't remember?
I'm not sure
you have
which
a
ones.
confused look. I remember
Yeah.
them.
I'll
I don't
send you the
remember those.
recipe.
Is it the pecan ones? Is it a pecan ball?
I think it's pecan in there.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then you roll
Yeah.
them in powdered sugar.
Yeah. Okay.
Delish. And you now do soup exchanges.
Yes. Like for a long time while you kids were growing up, I did cookie exchanges with friends, which was nice when you have kids at home who want to eat cookies and you get everybody else's favorite cookies in the mix. So that was fun to do a cookie exchange with friends. Then, as kids are gone, we started doing soup exchanges. So you make, big pot of soup and you fill up quarts and you exchange a quart of soup with everybody.
Great idea.
So, in my opinion, because I just love opening the freezer and having 6, 7 different quarts of soup to pick from.
Right.
That's a great thing. So, in my opinion, now at this stage of my life, I'm way more into a soup exchange than a cookie exchange.
Even when we were younger and you would do the cookie exchanges, I still would only eat your cookies.
I know.
I
Yeah.
You always
know,
like
they're
your
always the
mom's
best.
cooking, you
Yeah.
know?
That's
Yeah.
right. He's
Yeah.
right.
Some of
Yep.
the other ones were just not what you were familiar with, and you're like,
Yeah.
"What is that?"
Yeah, and
I
I'm
want
all
mine.
about the tradition, so
Yeah.
I really like.
That's right.
You
What
do
I
love.
like-
You do love tradition.
And what's so wrong with that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Thank
Not a
you.
thing. Not a thing.
You should come back for Christmas, Grandma.
The last time I came back for Christmas.
Oh
What?
Yeah.
What
that was
happened?
in 22, which was only 2 years ago.
Right.
Wow.
And what did she decide to do? She decided to stand up on the couch in front of the window to fix the curtain or something.
No, to take the picture because
Oh,
if
right,
I,
you were
if
taking
I
a picture.
Didn't, if I took the picture right here, I would get the screen, and that's fuzzy.
And I told
So-
her, you could have just lifted your arms up and taken a picture. You didn't have to
Could have
climb.
put my phone up here, and I didn't. I climbed up on, and whoops, and I slipped, and I hit my back right in the middle down here, and then went whooping back.
She gave herself
and
whiplash.
Gave myself a whiplash and a pain, real bad pain in the neck, in the neck,
In the back.
neck, in the back.
So we spent a couple days in the ER, going to
Oh,
chiropractors.
Oh,
Well,
She
this
was
year you won't do that.
she was on
you bet I don't have it
Valium.
anymore.
She was a mess. Do you remember her with her
Yes.
medication
Yes.
falling asleep on the counter in the
Yes.
kitchen?
yeah, you just had a pillow on the counter.
With your
you just
head
kept
down.
falling down.
You were a mess.
Oh dear, I had to be part of everything, but I sure wasn't in very good shape.
That was the last time we had that New Year's Day party too, and she was upstairs feeling awful. So I'm, and all the people were down in the basement. So I'm running between the second floor and the basement, making
Exhausted.
sure she's okay and making sure there's food. That's not a very relaxing
no,
party
that
for
was
me.
no fun. That was not a good thing to do to the family that Christmas.
So you should come back this Christmas, or you can just stay and extend your trip.
Either one is not going to work.
Okay.
Next year, maybe.
Okay, maybe next year.
Next year.
Maybe next year.
So you guys are both big readers. You guys know my mom is a huge reader.
Oh, she's a huge reader.
Update everyone on your reading goal, Mom.
I finished this morning. I finished book 330
of the year. Like, that's crazy.
One a day.
Yeah.
330 books.
So I have 20 more to go to hit my goal this month.
And people literally have the audacity to post on the story, book 30 of the year.
Yeah.
No, if I read 30 books in a year, I'd also be bragging about it. But 330 is like, what are you going to do next year? Are you going to keep it going?
I don't know. When I texted that to you and Maddie the other day, and Maddie replied,
I know, she upped it.
She did. She said, well, apparently the woman who's read the most books ever in a year, I don't know where this number comes from. It's, what was it, 482
or something
So
like
she
that.
was challenging you.
She was. She's like, Mom, you're 75% of the way there. I said, I'm not reading 130 books
dear.
in the month of December in order to beat this
April
woman's
was
record.
pretty crazy.
What's your favorite kind of book?
Romance.
Romance.
Mostly
Okay.
romance.
Okay.
Yeah. But I like historical fiction. I like all of it. So some suspense or some, mystery thriller type things. But yeah, I read all of it. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do next year.
You think you'll keep it up?
I guess. Why not? Why would I stop?
She's in the groove. Yep.
And what books do you like to read, Grandma?
My preference is historical fiction.
And you're a librarian.
Yes, I'm a librarian. But I wasn't a public librarian, and I wasn't a school librarian either. I was a little while with you at Baldwin.
Yeah.
But not particularly.
Also at the middle school, Valley Forge Middle School.
Valley Forge Middle School, yes, of course, that's true. That was, yeah, you're right. Forgot about that. But it wasn't the kind of librarian that you think of, because it was all backroom stuff that I did, except for 1 year in reference department at Butler Library at Columbia.
And you studied library science.
Yes, I
right?
did. Yeah.
Is that what it's library science?
Graduate in library science. And then after I got married and had children, the internet came into being in the 80s. And so I went back to Villanova University to get my advanced master's in library information sciences, what it was called then, as opposed to library science. So it brought me up to date on that, and did most of my work online.
And now you work the library at Touchmark.
Now I work the library at Touchmark.
And you love it?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Very much so.
And you like historical fiction. You love Kristen Hanna.
I love Kristen Hanna's historical fiction. Things are wonderful. The Women. Did you read The Women?
I have not.
Excellent book. Excellent book about Vietnamese nurses in Vietnam, where no one believed that there were women from the U.S. in Vietnam. They all figured that they were all fighting forces and paid no attention to the fact that there had to be hospitals, there had to be nurses, and the nurses were really on the front lines because they were getting the wounded disastrously problematic
Day in
things.
and day out.
Yeah.
Day in and day out, yes. And when they came back from Vietnam, they were given as poor a reception as the
men.
armed services, where everyone was so against the Vietnamese War that they didn't take time to separate the fact that they didn't like the Vietnamese War, that they were against that war, but there were all of these Americans who were fighting, and they deserved the credit for that and the honor, and they weren't given that. It was a very difficult time in the 60s and early 70s. It was terrible.
Yeah,
70s.
That's a book I definitely want to read.
It was good.
Excellent book. And another historical fiction one of hers is called The Nightingale,
Yes.
about French resistance. You've read that one?
I have. We loved The Nightingale.
Okay. And there's a third one called The Four Winds.
Oh, yeah. I have that one in my room.
You do? Okay. About the Oklahoma, the Dust Bowl.
The Dust Bowl.
Yeah. And again, people who came from the Dust Bowl to California were given no credit at all. They were given a very difficult time.
Wait, what year were you born? What year were you born?
1939.
When was the gold rush?
The gold rush? Considerably before I was born.
Oh, really? Whoops.
Oh dear, you need to.
Wait, when was the Dust Bowl?
The Dust Bowl and the Gold Rush are different things.
Okay, there's still questions.
Dear, that's wonderful.
The Gold Rush was in the 1800s.
Oh, wow. What was the Dust Bowl?
The mid to late 1800s.
Yeah.
And the Dust Bowl was in the 30s.
Yeah, it was around the time of the Depression.
Yeah.
And the southern part, Texas, Oklahoma, these states that their agriculture just
So
dried
Gigi
up.
was
Blew
alive
away.
during the Dust Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes, indeed.
Dust Bowl isn't a thing, really. It's kind of it's a region, I suppose.
Well, yes, Oklahoma. Well, the states, Midwest states, and that's where a lot of the agriculture was. But it simply blew away.
Well, now I just sound very stupid, but
Yeah, you have to read it.
no,
That's all.
it is an interesting story because, the government didn't make it easy for people to continue their agricultural offerings because they were giving away the land.
They were indeed. Yes.
It was a weird time.
Now, a book that I'm reading now that I'll be taking back to Idaho is a book called The Madonnas of Leningrad by a gal named Deborah Dean, and it was her first novel. It's a historical novel, and it's a wonderful story about a Russian woman and her husband who have since moved to America, and they are in their 70s at this point in time. And they live in the Seattle, Washington area. And she is losing her mind. She's has some serious memory issues. But they're short-term memory issues that are a problem for her. The long-term memory issues are as totally imprinted on her mind. And the Madonnas of Leningrad has to do with the fact that she was in Leningrad during the siege of the Nazi regime, laying siege to the city of Leningrad. And she was a docent in the Hermitage, which is the famous museum there. And they had to take the pictures down from the wall and hide them in the basement so that the Germans wouldn't get them. They were living in the basement themselves, anyone who was working there. And so she memorized where everything was on the walls of all the rooms. It could be the Rembrandt room, or it could be the Rubens room, or it could be, any of the different artists. And their pictures were imprinted on her mind.
wow.
And she could walk through a room and remember which everyone was. Well, this stuck with her. Her memory was gone for short term, but her memory of the Madonnas and the art in the Hermitage was absolutely imprinted on her mind. It's a very interesting
That
story.
sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I love that you love historical fiction.
I'm so glad you love it because it's a better way to learn history, as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah.
than reading a nonfiction book.
Yeah, I agree. You do definitely learn a lot.
Yes, you do.
See, podcasting isn't scary, right? It's fun.
I don't know. Remains to be seen.
Why? What do you mean?
We have yet to see what we did.
We have, but we have already talked for 45 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so is there anything else you guys want to say to the people out there?
I think I have the cutest granddaughter.
Thank you. You're
In
talking
the
about me,
world.
right?
Yes, this one.
You do have two others.
I do. They're all wonderful girls.
And Nick.
But yes, and a wonderful, handsome grandson as well. But this one is the one who is the entrepreneur of the group.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it's great fun to see the things she's doing.
Thanks, Grandma. I love you.
I love
You're
you
so
too.
cute. Mom, anything you want to leave for the people?
No, just have a great holiday.
Have a great
Indeed.
Enjoy
holiday.
this month that will
Indeed.
fly by.
Yes.
And you will see them next year.
In 2025.
I can't
right.
believe it's
Oh, my
2025.
goodness.
That's right.
2025 is coming up.
Yep. All right, Grandma, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Mom, thanks for coming back.
Of course.
Bye, guys. See
Bye.
you next week.
Bye-bye.